Well, ladies and gentlemen, Today Michigan Magazine is in Traverse City, Michigan, and we are here at Treesome Furniture. And talk about Treesome, we've got three fellows here that really know what they're doing when it comes to rustic furniture. Tom Dennehy, thanks for having us down here over at Traverse City.
It's great to have you here today.
And could you introduce us to your colleagues here?
This is my partner, Rand Cook.
Rand, glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
And this is my other partner, Paul Paradis.
Hi, Paul. Glad to meet you. And what you guys have done is really filled a niche, into a furniture industry that this is what you call truly handcrafted Michigan product, Michigan wood.
Yes, it is.
And you make benches, stools, slabs for tables, and so on. Tom, could you tell us, always the first question is, folks, is that how did you two guys, or you three guys, get together and get into this?
Well, Paul and I were taking some courses at the local community college, some computer courses, and Paul had some business ideas, and we kind of sat around and discussed those ideas, and Rand became involved later at a later date, and this is the business we decided to pursue.
Well, by God, it looks to me like you're doing all right. And what I'm sitting in is one of your well, it's the height. It's not a height chair. What would you call this? This is a chair.
This is a consummate bar stool.
Bar stool.
This is a bar stool.
All right.
I guarantee to withstand the test of time. I'm sure.
I believe it would.
And
for sure.
We're basically looking at Michigan white cedar and red cedar juxtaposed against each other. It makes for a nice contrast. Yeah.
What when you go out into the woods, or who selects the timber? What is it basically? For example, your table you've got here, your slab table, that is one piece, correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's one solid piece of cottonwood. That table there is approximately 5 feet long, perhaps 45 inches across. Incredible piece.
My goodness, I guess.
The figuring is astonishing.
Yeah. And that's called cottonwood?
That's correct.
As cottonwood grows right here in Michigan?
Yes, it does.
And I guess you were telling me earlier it could be maybe 80 to 100 years old? Or
possibly, yes. They grow fast.
What is your job in particular with the Treesome Furniture?
I have a background in commercial art. I'm a graphic artist, and naturally we all have input into the business, into the actual building of the furniture and whatnot, but my specialty is doing the promotional aspects of things, putting the brochures together and making sure we get out there.
Rand, what do you do here in the company? What is your position and what do you do?
Well, primarily I'm involved in the process of building and constructing the furniture. All of us use our imaginations to come up with different types of furniture, but my primary operation here is to go out and market, get out into the market all over Michigan. That's from Drummond Island to Saginaw, wherever, and to market our unique line of furniture.
Your rustic furniture, and it certainly is. Do you find that there's much of a demand? Do you find that there's a market for it? Certainly you must think there's a market for it. You wouldn't be doing it, but are there people looking for what you're doing? A lot of people, or they just don't know that it's around, or what?
Well, there are a lot of people. This seems to be definitely coming into style. A lot of people love nature. It's a way to get closer to nature. The furniture is, and a lot of it is in its very natural form.
Right.
And a lot of people have cottages, log homes. Log homes have been on the increase. All three of us are involved in the process of constructing the furniture.
Paul, when looking for a certain type of wood, what do you look for that would make a tabletop or a slab? Or do you wait for an order, then you go out and look for it, or what?
Well, as far as it kind of helps to break down our different types of materials a little bit, but as far as all of our cedar logs go, we have a little network of private individuals who have property and land that we buy cedar from, and we also have some sawmills around that are suppliers for us for posts and cedar logs. As far as more difficult items to find, like the stumps, which we use for very unique items.
Very beautiful.
And as well as our big slabs, that involves us kind of do a lot of, when we're out and about, our eyes are always open.
For stumps that has a certain detail that would make a nice slab or a nice table.
Correct, top. Yes, right. A tree that's out there that's dying, that is a cottonwood tree that's the right size.
Yeah.
Our eyes are always open, so a lot of it, comes across that way. We have somewhat of a network of people out there who know what we're looking for, and once in a while we'll get a phone call.
Right. So what might be my junk as far as I see an old stump out there, I want to get rid of it, could be your treasure.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly right.
Tom, over here we have a slab that came from the same tree that this tabletop come from that you were telling me about.
That's correct.
And that is of cottonwood, and looks just like the mitten of Michigan.
Yes, it does.
Just about, don't it?
Yes, it was actually in its rough state. It was roughly shaped out like the state of Michigan. We took some liberties and made added a few angles, but it really didn't require a lot, and it's a truly unique piece. And we will convert that into a coffee table.
Beautiful coffee table it would make. Love to have it in my home. I ain't got room for that thing. You're building these terrific pieces of rustic furniture. Just the three of you. What are your hopes and your aspirations?
There's a couple of things. One is introducing something maybe out into the market that has never been done before. And something, and to produce continually one-of-a-kind pieces that are unduplicatable is very gratifying, and that's what we're doing with our slab tables, with that product. Every single one of those is absolutely one-of-a-kind piece.
Like a limited edition.
As are the root shelves.
And that's right. Our root products, which we'll be seeing, are the same thing.
Right, and the other aspect would be doing store interiors. No one is doing store interiors on a commercial basis using the cedar logs versus the chrome racks for the clothing. So we're doing sporting goods stores and outdoor apparel related businesses, which is a completely unique niche.
There's one right here in Traverse City that you've got
that's correct.
Furniture in?
That's correct. Our business, I think it would be kind of interesting for other people to know that we're not going out and just cutting live trees. 75%
selected.
Well, no, 75%. Not even that. 75.
Just dropped.
Probably 80% of our business of our logs, that are taken are dead trees. They're not live trees.
They're not live trees.
Because cedar there's leaning cedar trees that are dry and dead and leaning for years. We take them and plane them, and they look like new. So. We don't want to give the impression that everybody should go out
cut a tree down.
Just cut a tree down and
That's right. We value those resources greatly.
Right. Yeah. This was a county road commission tree that they cut it down. It was scheduled to go to a landfill.
Landfill or just been burned up. One of the two.
That's correct. Or burned up because the largest trees in Michigan don't get cut up into regular boards. They get cut up into firewood, or they go into the landfill because there isn't a sawmill in Michigan that can process a tree that large.
Those days are gone.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
These trees aren't live trees that are being cut either. They're typically roadside trees.
Dead tree.
They're planted around the turn of the century and they're dying off, and that's where we try to find those.
And this is unique. It really is. We found a niche for stumps to go into and harvest stumps and create a viable, useful product with it being shelves in this case. So this is kind of a unique slant for anyone working in the woodworking field.
Very unique, very beautiful, rustic furniture, a Treesome Furniture company here in Traverse City. And guys, I tell you, I think you're doing a great job. And like you were saying, Rand, that you're not going out and cutting live trees down. I mean, these trees are actually, they're for the most part are dead, and you're creating something that is beautiful and usable. And my goodness, the bar stool like that, or a bench like this, or a slab table like that. Is it mostly here in Michigan that your clientele you're finding?
Primarily at this point, yes. We do send some furniture down into the Chicago market, but that's primarily in the summertime. Yes.
Is this keeping you guys pretty busy now?
Yes, it is. Yes, we've sustained
pretty much full time.
Sustained ourselves through a winter in northern Michigan, and if you can do that, you've accomplished something.
That's the truth.
This is true.
Well, I'll tell you, Tom, Rand, and Paul. It certainly has been a pleasure to come over here to Traverse City, Michigan.
Thank you very much.
And meet you guys and to see what you're doing with rustic furniture. It's Treesome Furniture here in Traverse City. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.